today I was just scrolling Twitter, you know what I mean, in the morning and stuff like that, and I was just like, okay, cool, regular daily stuff. And I come across a clip of Gohan turning into Beast Gohan and Piccolo going Orange Piccolo, you know what I mean, to fight Cell Max. But it just sent me into a wormhole on YouTube to go through all of like the old things that I remember. I re-went through like some of the Super series. The YouTube channels are there. They have the clips and everything like that. Rewatched the first time Goku went Super Saiyan God mode. You know what I mean? When everybody's linked up, they have their hands together and the hands on his back. Babies in the stomach. It's like pure Saiyan hearts and stuff like that. Vegeta's being surprised, everything like that. Vegeta cowering, and we see Vegeta's dad once again, like reliving some of the best moments, reliving the final fights. My man Goku surfing on a wave like with a Kamehameha. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who's never watched the Super series or who's getting back into the Dragon Ball series, because with the new release, it's super worth it. The new releases are super worth it. The arcs are amazing. You guys have to go watch that. But my surprise, I get back on Twitter later in the night and the Dragon Ball Fighters tournament is happening. And wouldn't you believe that they show us this? That's right. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4 is coming out. And I just wanted to make this video to be like, I'm super gassed. I didn't do a reaction video, but this is kind of like my reaction because, man, if you remember the Budokai games, there's so many Budokai games. I mean, there's only 3 canon Budokai games, 4 canon Budokai games, if you count the one on PlayStation Portable, if you remember that one. But there was the 4 Budokai games, 1, 2, and 3. And then Shin Budokai, which was on the PSP. But then we also had the HD pack, the HD collection that came out on PlayStation 3, right? So back in the day, I wasn't fortunate to own a PlayStation 2, but I was fortunate enough to own an Xbox and a Nintendo GameCube. The GameCube was my love. That was my life back then, you know what I mean? And my homie used to always get the Dragon Ball games. I either used to rent them, but I never got to really own them like that. I was like, my family, I had to split between like my siblings and stuff like that. So we chose different games and stuff like that. It just how it goes. I was the Zelda one. They were the Mario kids. Like, so, you got to pick and choose your battles sometimes. But with the renting and of course having my homie have the games, I was able to experience Dragon Ball Z Budokai #1, the first one. And being able to play what you've watched all up into the Cell series was like, it was something else. Because when on the playground, you're running around. I remember the first time seeing the Cell Juniors and going to school the next day, and everybody was tripping about baby Cells and Cell Juniors and how we're all just going crazy over it. And like just the series itself was amazing. And even the first time on YTV that they showed one of the first Dragon Ball Z movies. And then before that, because I didn't even know, living in Canada, we didn't have Cartoon Network like that, right? So to me, I thought Dragon Ball Z was just how everything began, and that was the starting, and we had a little bit of backstory because of like baby Goku or whatever, you know what I mean? But then they brought Dragon Ball to Canada, if you were in like the GTA Toronto area, like Ontario kind of thing. And that was a whole other breath of fresh air growing up, watching the old Dragon Ball leading into Dragon Ball Z, and then rewatching the entire series back to back, and then YouTube coming out and you find the abridged series, it was just like everything made sense. And these Budokai games were something that was marveled at. You know what I mean? Like from the board game system in Budokai 2, even in Shin Budokai, just like having Dragon Ball Z in the palm of your hands was so like, it was so foreign, especially because this was the first kind of games that was really a fighting, like really Dragon Ball fighters, like, you know what I mean? It was really competitive. It wasn't super cheesy. It was like straight up, you got combos, you learn things, and just go through the motions. Budokai Tenkaichi 2, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I played them, I ended up renting them, but I never owned the entire thing until the PlayStation 3 when I bought a PlayStation 3, and then I bought the HD collection. So that's the one I have that makes me remember all these games. It's just amazing that we're going to be able to go through all of these again, and like I'm going to go through all of the old games again, and then in anticipation for number 4, but now we're actually going to be able to go Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God, Ultra Instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You can nerd out about this one. This one is deserved for all the young fans and all the old 30 plus fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting there for sure. But we're definitely eating now. We have a new Budokai Tenkaichi game. We have a new Dragon Ball Z game coming in. That's not Kakarot or whatever. You know what I mean? All these other ones. This is the one. And the graphics look amazing. The trailer looks amazing. It's just, we're in for a lot. We're eating out here. We're eating good out here. All the Dragon Ball fans, shout out to you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I do these videos all the time. And now, man, honestly, in this channel now, I'm gonna be start opening up about my love for anime and everything like that. My love for all these other kind of games and stuff, and just be talking about them in an open format like this. So if you enjoy these, make sure you guys stick around. I'll be around. Tenkaichi 4, bro. Yo, you know what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
This is it. I'll finish him. Special Beast You got me